All right, I have to turn the sound off here. No. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for hanging out with me. It is Tuesday afternoon live. Um, I have a couple of things. First, I'm going to talk about some life things. Ooh, gotta turn the volume off down here. Those of you, many of you already know that I'm moving, and that is happening this week. So tomorrow we get the keys, and we'll just do a few things in there, and then Thursday we're gonna go and cart some things over there and hook up all the internet, and then Friday and Saturday is the move. So we have a couple of kids coming from a local Christian high school. Hi, Sherry. Come in to help us move the big stuff because, Em and I, we're old and we can't do it all. Just can't do it all. So, yeah, that's the big news. So, we are all packed pretty much. I still have some stuff back here that just needs to go off the shelves so that husband can tear the shelves apart so that we can get those moved. And then, of course, we have our clothes and stuff, which we'll carry over in our cars. Hey, Jen. So yeah, it's feeling real. We're trying to eat the groceries that are in the refrigerator so that we don't have to just lug them from one place to the other. So this week is full of fend for your own nights because there's lots of food in the refrigerator. So yeah, that is life. Also, on Monday, I turned in my informal notice that I'm going to retire. Yeah, how exciting is that? I am retiring. I just decided that now is the time to do it. I didn't give a hard date yet. I just know that they need to be on the lookout for my replacement because at any given time I can be like, peace, I'm out. Um, so yeah, that's exciting. And the place that we're moving to has a couple of pools and a couple of fitness centers and a really nice big clubhouse. So Yeah, I hope to get some pool time this summer and maybe get a tan for the first time in like forever. Um, yeah, that's exciting stuff. And oh, you don't hear the dog, and he's not going to jump up here and say hello today because he got a little mouthy and he went out the door, and I closed the door behind him. So he's outside. Not outside, outside, just outside of my room. So there's that. And then, oh my gosh, Ashley, do you know how many days we have left? I'm sure she does. I bet you we're in the 60s, 60 some days um, for the retreat. I have so much really cool stuff planned for the retreat. And so Ashley's been keeping the countdown for me. I think we're in the 60s, to be honest. Oh, big truck just went by. And so I have a question for all of you who are coming to the retreat. I know that I said that we had a 501c3 charity. 64 days. Thank you, Ashley. 64 days, you guys. 64 days to the Southeast's very first diamond painting retreat, which is going to be epic, by the way. But I had chosen a creative reuse store, a 501c3 called Scrap RVA, to use as the charity for the charity pool, also known as raffles. We can't call it a raffle because then we have to buy a license. Um, Not buying the license. So we are calling it a charity pool. So I've been selling tickets, and we're going to have prizes every night. The prizes change nightly. And the price of the tickets are $1 a piece if you order them pre registration, pre retreat. Up until June 1st, you can get them 6 for $5. After June 1st, they are just going to be $1 a piece. They will be available at the event as well. But all of the proceeds, and I have lots of donated stuff that's going into the raffles, was going to go to this Scrap RVA. Well, we got some disturbing news recently that the board of directors of Scrap RVA have voted to unionize their workers. To me, charity, 501c3, and union don't go together. You can argue with me all you want. I just don't think that should happen. I mean, they already are tax exempt, and yeah, it's just a big thing. So my thought was to change the charity, but I really need to get all of your input. Um, so the other charity that I'm thinking about, which it was going to be next year's charity anyways, is really near and dear to my heart, given that my background and life experience. It is now called Goochland Cares Free Clinic and Family Services. And they offer, let me go and tell you some of the services they offer. They have a clothes closet, a food pantry, transportation services, financial assistance, critical home repair, case management, GED education, medical care, mental health care, dental care, emergency housing, and sexual and domestic violence services. Y'all, these services are so badly needed, not just here, but everywhere across the United States. So I would like to change the charity from Scrap RVA, who, by the way, has not been answering any of my emails or phone calls. And here we are. We're wanting to give them money, right? And I'd like to change the charity to this Goochland Cares Free Clinic and Family Services. It is right down the road from where the retreat is being held. It's an amazing organization. Our church always did a food drive for them. Every once a month we did a food drive, and once a month we did a like toiletries drive. They're always in need of paper products, feminine products, and food, of course, because it is in what do they call it? A food desert. There's no grocery stores out there by them. So it is a food desert. And so I would like to change the charity from the Creative Reuse Scrap RVA to Goochland Cares Free Clinic and Family Services. So those of you who are coming to the retreat, please let me know your thoughts. I'm going to send out an email tomorrow asking the same question because it is really important to me that everybody be on board with this, being that I have already sold raffle tickets. So I just want to make sure everybody's on board. But I think that the services here are probably way more important than a used hobby craft store. So there's that. Don't get me wrong, I loved shopping at Scrap RVA. I loved donating my things to them. But when they chose to unionize their workers, I was like, I'm done. I'm just out. But I would still take them a big fat check at the end of this retreat if that's what we all still want to do. If I hadn't already sold tickets, I definitely would change. So let me know your thoughts on that. I think Goochland Cares is a much better organization. Oh, and hey, Ashley said it, but please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you hit that bell notification, you'll get a little pop-up every time I go live. Food for thought there. Food for thought. Okay. So the next thing that I wanted to share with you is I got one of these little e-painters. Mine is, it's just this little tiny, it's about the size of a lipstick case, a case that you would put your lipstick in. So it's not very powerful, but it's got the on and off button is here on the thing. You plug it into your USB and it uses this hose. It came with this metal pen, so you put the little tube inside there, and it came with this metal pen. Well, I don't like the metal pen, first of all, and it's just a single placer. So I was watching a friend of mine, her YouTube, and she showed where somebody had some multi-placers to use with this e-pen. So I reached out and I purchased said tips. It came with this really cute black cat. It came with a stand with 4 placers. There is a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay. And it also came with this cute little pen. It is all 3D printed, and this is way more comfortable than this metal one. So we're going to check it out and see how well it works. So you take your hose and you just push it in as far as it will go so that it stays in there. So now the pen is in there. So I'm going to pour some drills in here and we're going to check it out and see how it works. If this works, this would be game changing for diamond painters who like to multi-place like me. Okay, so we're going to start with the 2. We're going to pop that in there. So it is in there nice and tight. And that is, you can see it's just a little 2-placer. And then I'm going to turn it on. You can't hardly hear that, can you? All right, so I am going to try to pick up. So I have my drills lined up, so I'm going to try to pick up 2 of them. Oh my gosh, y'all. Can you see that? 2. Oh my goodness, I think I like it. There's a 2-placer. Oh, I turned it off and they immediately fell out. Okay, so then we're going to go. Ooh, that's really in there. All right. Oh, come on. Help. Okay. So we're going to put that one back in its little case. And we're going to pull out the 3. And we're going to put the 3 in there. Okay, ready? Let's see if 3 works. It is on, and we are going to push those down, and I'm going to pick up 3. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. Oh my gosh. Now watch, when I turn it off. Oh, come on. When I turn it off, they fall right out. How about that? All right. Now let's go. Let's try 4. I know. Pink Poodle's favorite is 4, so let's see if this would work for her. All right. So it is a 4 placer. Let's see if I can show you that. Whoa. It's a 4 placer. Okay. I knocked it down. All right. So let's see if we can pick up 4. Oh my gosh, y'all. There are 4. 4 placer. Again, if we turn this off, they fall right out. Yes. All right. So I'm a 7 placer, but the largest tip that I could get was a 5 placer. So let's see how that works. All right, so we'll turn it back on. We're going to put our drills in a row, and I'm going to try to pick up 5 of them. Okay, it doesn't do 5. I tried 5 and I tried 4 and then 3. So the 5 placer doesn't get enough airflow to put 5 of them in there. So you can see that they're hollow. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can. They're hollow. And but it's just one hole that's trying to feed all 5 of them on this side. So I think 4 is the most that it can go. They are in this little stand. Now, that being said, I just have a small epainter that I paid $16 for. So maybe some of the bigger ones that have the bigger motors, you know, the big 4x4 or bigger motors, might be stronger and it might be able to do that 5 placer. Now, I know that when I ordered this, I was told that the 5 placer didn't work very well. So it came with a pen. The pen has got, you know, ooh, I can see right through it like a periscope. Or a telescope rather. A periscope goes up. Like, you know, up and out of the water. It's a telescope, people. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, if you are a 2, 3, or 4 placer and you have this small little motor, then that would be the way to go. Because mine, it just plugs into. So for me, I'm a 7 placer, so I still prefer not to use the epainter. So here is my epainter. It will probably never get unwound again. So if anybody's interested in trying the epainter, I have one here that I would be happy to send to you. Just let me know what you think. And there it is. It's such a simple little machine. Came in this little box with this little puff stuff, you know. And I was so excited when at the prospect of having multi-placing tips. But again, I'm a 7 placer, and so I still would prefer to just use my wax. Um, and well, putty. I use alien putty, but when I use up all the alien putty that I have, I will not be replacing with alien putty. So I just am trying to use up what I have. But anyways, what? Hi, Robbie. Yeah, it's very, very quiet. Like it just makes a little tiny hum. It's very, very quiet. And like, again, if you are one, two, or three placer, or even four, it would be a perfect alternative to putty and a pen and all of that good stuff. Whoops, I forgot to put this back in here. But for me, I gotta say no. I'm not until they come up with something better than that. I have to say no. I'm happy with my wax. But hey, it was a great idea. Oh, there is something else. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I got this from Bella Art de Nicole. She is my first and only vendor for this year's diamond painting retreat. We hope to add more vendors in years to come, but she's agreed to come and hang out with us and sell some of her wares. And um, yeah, so I have purchased a few things from her, but this is my newest. It's table clamps for your pen for your diamond painting. Let me just pair them up. So they screw onto your table here with these amazing plastic screws, and then your diamond painting wraps around these. If you have a small enough diamond painting, you could roll it and put it inside on the top of these, but it is meant to go around. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. I have a drafting table, so it has a bar, and so I've been able to tuck my painting up under the bar, but this is game changing for me. And then I purchased this from her, and it is a little curly cue that you can put your diamond painting in as you're working on it and roll it. So I always start from the top of my painting because I don't like to lay my hands on my painting. And as it goes up, instead of having it roll over the table, you can just roll it into this curly cue. How cool is that? I'm telling you, these people are so ingenious in their thoughts of what they need or what people could use. I'm just amazed at how, I don't know, imaginative they are. I am not a creative person, and I just don't think of these kinds of things. Like, I did do the rolled it up around a pool noodle and clip it, that part I did do, but yeah, what a great minds come up with some great stuff. All right, so that is that. So then we have Monday and Wednesday Zoom for the month of May. We are all painting a canvas that has flowers in it. So the title of the paint along was April Showers Bring May Flowers. And so I reached out to everybody that's remaining in the group. So pretty much it was last night, everybody who said yes that they were diamond painting, I put their name in a hat, and we are going to, actually I did a wheel, but I don't know how to show you the wheel. So I can record it and then I can send it to the winners so that they can see that they won a prize. So we are going to give away today two $10 Amazon gift cards. So Ashley was right when she said, I bet you it's a gift card. I bet you it's a gift card. Oh, have a great day at work, Henriette. We'll see you tomorrow. So Henriette, she is our friend from Australia, and she is going to be on Zoom tomorrow. That is very cool. So yes, two $10 gift cards. So I am going to record the wheel spin. And let's see, camera, video. I have everybody's name over here. And I put everybody who is doing a flower canvas, their name is in here twice. So here we go for spin number one. Spin number one. Let's go. Woo woo. Where it stops, nobody knows. Rita, very good, very good. Rita is the winner of the first $10 gift card. And the second spin for the second gift card. Let's go. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Where it stops, nobody knows. Henriette, you are the winner of the second $10 gift card. Very good, very good. So I will send y'all a copy of the spin so that you can see that you won. So the first winner was Rita, and the second winner was Henriette. Yay! Everybody can use $10 from Amazon, right? Yes, everybody can use $10 from Amazon. So, those are our winners for today. And I want to thank everybody for being on the Zoom and for participating in my very first paint along with the Zoom. April showers bring May flowers. And we'll do it again in September. We're going to be painting the holidays. And it can be any holiday of your choosing. 4th of July, Easter, shamrocks for St. Patty's Day, New Year's, any of the holidays. Any holiday. It can be Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, any holiday. Or you can call your birthday a holiday. It could be a birthday canvas, any canvas, but that's in September. And then, yes, Henriette, you won. So I will get to Henriette, I will get you a code. To Rita, if you send me your address, I will actually mail you the card. Yeah, how exciting. I'm so glad that I'm able to do this. But if you aren't part of our Monday and Wednesday Zoom, it's from 4 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I post the links the mornings of the Zooms on 3 or 4 different pages. So if you're interested, reach out to me. I'll be happy to make sure that you get information about the Zoom. So on Tuesdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., sometimes we'll end a little earlier. We are here on live and in person. Woo. It's not Memorex, it's live. So let's see, what else is there? The Zoom, the retreat is full at this moment. If you are interested in being on a waiting list, reach out to me. I'll be happy to do that for you. The cost of the retreat this year is $125, and then it is being held at a hotel where the hotel rooms are not included in the $125. So the block of rooms has been extended twice and is no longer available. So it is at regular hotel rate prices. With a roommate, you can get in much more affordably. And there is a chat on the RVA Sizzling SUmmer Diamond Painting Retreat Facebook group to help find roommates. So that is that. I don't know what I did with it. I got another Becca Tyndall today, y'all. Another Becca Tyndall. So that makes like 4 of them I have now. So Pink Poodle was telling me about a paint along for Becca Tyndall paintings. So she and I are going to do the same painting. It's from June 1st to July 31st. Hopefully I'll be ready to start diamond painting again in June. tomorrow's my last day to diamond paint until I get the new house all put together. So it may, hopefully the 1st of June I can start, but we are going to do the Becca Tyndall mystery together. We both have the painting, and so we're going to do that together in June. In July, maybe. We'll see. Again, I don't know when I'm going to retire just yet, but it will be before the end of this year. Just depends when. I didn't give them a hard date. I just wanted to put that bug in their ear so they would know to hire somebody. I am not hiring my replacement this time because the one I hired last time didn't work. So it is not my responsibility to hire somebody. Not going there. Never ever again. So yeah, wow, it's only been 30 minutes, you guys. It's only been 30 minutes. I don't think we're gonna make it an hour today. Let me go get the new Becca Tyndall. You can come in if you be quiet. All right, so the beast came in with me, so maybe he'll come up here and say hi to everybody. Come on. There he is. There's the Benson boy. Oh, you're falling. You're falling down. You're not looking out the window. You're saying hi to everybody. This is my baby. This is my baby boy. He's the bestest boy in the whole wide world. All right. Let me give you a treat and you will leave me alone. Ready? Sit. Good boy. There you go. There. He's off and running. Okay. All right. So today I got some happy mail in the form of a Becca Tyndall. All right. It is called The Crystal Realm. Look at that. So this is a spaceship and it's pulling up diamonds. Do you see that? Yes, I am like so excited. And then there's this opening here. Oh my gosh, I am so freaking excited. Oh, there you can see the spaceship pulling up the diamond. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at all the purples in there. And then she's got this color up. I mean, it's just stunning. This is a round canvas, as you can tell. Diamond Art Club has a round circle around their round paintings and a square around their logo for their square paintings. Yeah, I am super, super excited about this. I love Becca Tyndall's artwork, and but I didn't know I loved Becca Tyndall artwork until Pink Poodle did. Oh my gosh, what was the last one you did? Anyways, I watched her do this and it was, Cosmic Trip. Cosmic Trip was, oh my God, amazing watching her do this. So that caused me to hit every D-Stash group and purchase every Becca Tyndall I could get my hands on. So this is my 4th one and I am so excited to do that. However, we're moving into a much smaller house, so I have way less wall space. So I think what I'm going to do, you ready? You ready? We are space constricted. Cosmic Trip, yep, I thought so. We are space constricted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a lot of these paintings dry mounted, and I'm going to put them in, you know how when you go to the store and you flip through the prints, the big prints, and you know they're in some kind of contraption on the floor and you flip through them. I'm going to do that with my diamond paintings so that I can just decide which ones I want to hang and I can switch them out. And so I'll use those Velcro command strips and just be able to pop them up. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know, because I don't have a whole lot of wall space and I have a few that are going to go up in frames, but I have a lot of frames that I'm probably going to send back to the resale shop because I just don't have wall space for them anymore. And if you had watched my live a few weeks ago before Easter, I bought that ginormous canvas of Mike and I in front of the castle. Well, I ended up with 2 of them because one of them was damaged, and they said, keep it, we'll replace it for free. And so I have 2 of those now. So we're going to put one down in the den, and we're going to put one up in the living room. So that's 2 huge canvases that are taking up a lot of wall space. So I think I might just be giving up my hobby of framing in place of just dry mounting so that I'm able to hang them up on the wall. All right, and then I have to share with you my new obsession. It is called Japanese style peanuts. Oh my gosh, y'all. And I found a bag full of single serving bags the last time I went to, I don't know, Dave's or Ross or someplace like that. And oh my gosh, I eat at least one of these a day. They are so good. They're peanuts with this crispy coating on them. And it sounds like I'm chewing on jawbreakers. Oh my gosh. They are so stinking good. And every time I crinkle the package, Benson comes running because he thinks it's a treat. Because it sounds like his, you hear that? Sounds like his treat. He's such a spoiled little boy. Such a spoiled little boy. And okay, let's take bets, y'all. How many nails am I going to break this week? So, last Saturday, I took my nails off. Actually, I took them off on Friday, and I was going to leave them off, but then we were supposed to go out to eat on Saturday, so I put on these really fancy, pretty nails. How many of them do you think I'm going to break this week moving? Because if I had known that the people we were going out to eat were going to back out of going out to eat, because one of them was sick, I would not have put the nails on. Yeah. Oh, Jerry, 10. Yeah, we'll see. So on Sunday, I will take a picture of my nails, and we will see how many of them are still attached to my fingers. Because, yeah. Oh, and you know how I have my little backdrops here? I bought this new contraption that has these little clips so that I can have on the wall behind me in the new house just a backdrop against the wall. It's on the wall, these little clips. So, yeah, I won't have to wrap it around the top of here and underneath a container or whatever. It's actually going to hang from the wall. And I'm so excited. So I still get to have my backdrop back here. Yeah. It'll still be there in the new house because I bought a backdrop for every season to cover up all the scrapbook stuff back here. And yeah, I'm still going to have it. Still going to have it. So yeah, we'll still be going live. We'll still be Zooming on Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 9 every week. That's just what we do. And yeah, so my live next Tuesday will be in the new house, and I might take you on a tour. So I will do it from my phone rather than from my computer. How about that? Okay, so how am I going to store my stash? So I have the 2 shelves. So let me turn here. I have this shelf here that is, this was my diamond painting shelf, and this was my scrapbooking shelf. So we are going to, we do have some storage in the, so we have a bathroom on every level. So it's a 3-level, 1-bedroom townhouse. So you walk into the middle level, and there is a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen. And that is space that will always stay forever clean. And then you go upstairs, and there's a bathroom. And then you go upstairs, and there's a very large bedroom, and 2 closets, and a full bathroom. And then if you go downstairs, you go into this very large den area with a sliding glass door, a patio, and a fenced in backyard. And there's a bathroom, and the bathroom storage is under the stairs. So I have storage under there where we can store whatever we need to store. We purchased a long-term storage unit for things like our Christmas tree and all our Christmas decorations and the Christmas dishes and all of the Christmas things, as well as all of my greeters, my Mickey and Minnie greeters. You know that I have way too many. My kids call it creepy, but they are our pride and joy. Someday it will be my kids' inheritance. So we got a storage unit for all of that. So that being said, the only things that I have that need to go on these shelves are scrapbook and diamond painting. So I think I'm going to flip-flop and put the totes over here that have my scrapbooking stuff, because I don't know if you can see it. On the bottom here is scrapbook paper. And so I can stack those totes because they're stackable on this shelf and they're not as heavy, and put all the diamond paintings on this shelf because they're very heavy, and this is a sturdier shelf. So these totes will go over here, and this will become diamond painting. So I will store my stash on the first two shelves, or three. I have 156 diamond paintings in my stash. Probably 120 of them are in boxes. These boxes up here, these are full of 6 or 8 diamond paintings that didn't come in boxes. This is the box they came in. And those came from Rhinestone Goddess Creations. And so I have all of those together. And those boxes can go on the bottom shelf or wherever. But I think that if I flip-flop my diamond painting with my scrapbooking, I'll be able to do that. And then we have 3 bookshelves downstairs that are in our good living room now that are going to go in the living room in the new house, I think. Maybe they'll go downstairs. But all my albums, all my Creative Memories albums will go on those bookshelves. And then so that frees up some space. So I think we'll be okay space-wise. Really put a lot of thought into this because we are going from 3,400 square feet to 1,260 square feet. So that's a lot. We are getting rid of a lot of stuff. We sold our treadmill. We sold the elliptical. You know, all of the big things. We sold the big couch in the living room. We're taking with us the reclining love seat from the den, the recliner, and 2 bucket chairs, and those will be in our living room. And then Mike and I are going to share the downstairs space together. So I'll have craft room on one side and he will have man cave on the other. In the middle, he will have a big 55-inch TV, the entertainment center, and we have 2 game rocking chairs, and Mike has his gaming chair. He also has electronic drums and guitars and all this other stuff. So he will take up more space than I will, I think. In the end, he'll take up more space than me. So between now and July, however, I've got a ton of retreat stuff. So it will probably just stack up against a wall downstairs for now. I can condense some of it into bigger boxes, like put the boxes into more boxes. The biggest portion of that are my swag bags, which are already filled and in boxes. So that's probably the biggest portion. Yeah, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. So tomorrow we get to do the little walkthrough and be like, okay, we can put this here and this here and this here and this here. And then Saturday morning, the boys will come and help us with the big stuff. So in the morning we have to tear apart our bed and of course pull all the drawers out of the dressers so we can move the dressers and then carry the drawers down. And yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. We have lots and lots and lots of boxes, so it's lots of boxes to go through. And once we get there, I think we'll still be purging because there's just a lot of stuff. So we'll probably get a couple of more totes that need to go to the storage unit because we bought some big, heavy, more airtightish type totes because the storage unit that we got is in the basement, so it stays kind of cool and damp feeling down there, but it stays cool all the time. So we don't have to worry about things melting, or we didn't have to worry about getting a temperature controlled unit, which would have been way more expensive. So we have that storage, and it was better than paying at the apartment complex. We could have gotten a garage or a storage unit, but it's out in the elements, so it's not temperature controlled in any way, shape, or form. So I think this was a better idea for us. All of our greeters are in airtight bags. The XXL Glad or Ziploc, that's what they are with the handles, and but they're airtight and there's nothing getting in or out of those. So we don't have to worry about, it getting so hot that the glue comes off of them or whatever. So every season we'll be going into the storage unit and swapping out our greeters for the new Mickey and Minnie greeters. So we decided at Christmas we'll probably put our tree down in the den. So most of the greeters will be downstairs in front of the window, the window doors. Yeah, so we're going to have a fenced-in yard. We're still going to be able to smoke meat out there, and we'll be able to, romp around with Benson. We're going to take our umbrella and stand. Maybe we'll buy a table. Maybe we won't. I don't know. When we lived in the townhouse before, just down the street, we didn't buy a table. We just had our chairs, and we would pull out the umbrella and the stick it in the stand, and we'd have an umbrella, and we had a little table, just like a little side table, and we're taking that with us too. And we would just hang out outside and just do our own thing. So we can't have the torches that we have now, so we're going to take the actual torch holders and we're going to get a string of lights, and we're going to put lights around the patio. So we have little lights outside. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm so excited about this move, and I think I'm more excited that we have downsized as much as we have, because we just had so much stuff between all of Mike had toys from when he was a kid. So yeah, we had so much stuff, and this caused us to have to go through all that stuff and decide, am I going to die if I don't have this? Am I going to die if I don't have this? So yeah, it was kind of a lot of fun actually going through all of our stuff. Like, I had to do a summer winter wardrobe thing so that I could put stuff in the closet in such a way that I don't have to touch this again until till fall, and that's when I can start moving the stuff from summer to fall to winter. And yeah, believe it or not, now that I've lost all this weight, I have way too many clothes, way too many. Here I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna have enough clothes now. Yeah, I have way too many clothes. And if I'm not working now, I'm not going to need all these fancy dresses, so I can send them to the second time around. There's a store up the street from us. It is called Second Time Around, and it is just fancy wear. So it's where girls can go to find prom dresses and wedding dresses that have been used. So I think I'm going to donate all those fancy dresses that I had from going to the commander's banquets and whatnot from work, because I have lots and lots of really fancy dresses. And I think somebody else can use them after I retire, because we won't be going to national convention. I can't afford to do that. So I think that I will donate them to the second time around gown store, and let somebody else use them that will, you know, really appreciate the fact that they didn't have to pay full price for these dresses. So that is the plan. So when we get to the new apartment, when we get all moved in and start unpacking boxes, the first thing we have to unpack is our bedroom. The second thing we have to unpack is the kitchen. And then we can take our time with the downstairs and have 3 boxes. This needs to find a home, this is trash, and this is donate. Actually, it'll probably be more like this can go to storage, this can go to the trash, and this can be donated. Because I don't think we're done purging yet. I think we won't really know the gravity of what we needed to get rid of until we're actually in the space. Because even looking at it, it's like when you go to the furniture store and you like fall in love with the bed. This is what we did. We fell in love with the bed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the bed. It had already the footboard of it was a like a chest that you can sit on that had a pillow top on it, and it had drawers. And I'd been saying for years, oh, I want to get one of these chests that you can sit on and put your shoes on, at the foot of the bed. Well, this bed already came, everything was there. It was the headboard and the sides, and the footboard had the drawers, and I mean, it was perfect. And I said, that's the bed I want. I just don't like the color of that one. So we talked to the guy, and we're like, we really want it to be a dark brown. And he's like, well, you're in luck, because they make that in a dark brown. So we bought this bed, and we bought instead of buying mattresses for the bed, we bought the dual controlled, what are they called? The beds where the heads and the feet go. So we bought all of this, right? Well, they got here, and this thing was like enormous. In the furniture store, it did not look enormous. In our bedroom, the thing is enormous. So, it's like that. So we really won't know so we haven't walked through the apartment yet. We've just done the virtual tour because they didn't have one available for us to look at. So tomorrow will be the first time we've actually walked through the apartment. So yeah, we have a really good idea of how we want to do, our furniture and stuff. But we really won't know until you actually walk in there. Because you can show me all the video you want to show me. It's not going to look the same as it does when you walk through the front door. So, yeah, super, super excited. Tomorrow is the big day. I'm probably going to work from home in the morning because I am out at noon, and then I won't be back until Monday. And so I'll probably just stay home and work from home because I only have a few things that I have to get done, and that is, the weekly reports that I have to have, and then I have to have some reports to the finance committee. That's it. And then, yeah, oh my gosh. Wow, we actually almost made it for an hour, you guys. Listen to me. I can just talk and talk and talk. Sorry. I got really sick when we came home from Indianapolis. And then it got better, and then we sat outside and had a fire on Sunday. Oh, it was so nice because it was our last fire in this house. It was so nice to have that fire. But I woke up Monday just really sick again. Today I am coughing. It's coughing and my nose is running, and it wasn't until about lunchtime today that I could actually talk normal. So, yeah. Really struggling with that, and it's travel sick. I'm not sick. It's travel sick. I picked up something on the airplane. You know how that is, right? So yeah, that is life as we know it today. Come here, Bubba. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's my boy. Yes, there's my boy. He was upset because Mama locked him out of the room. Yes, I did. I locked him out of the room. Can you say bye, everybody? So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I say us because it's me and Benson. Yeah, it's me and Ben. Um, who is really freaking out, you guys. He does not know what to think about boxes everywhere, and he he is really struggling with this. When he sees us working, putting boxes together and loading them, he is like, "What is going on?" He is going to be a basket case. So for much of Friday and Saturday, he will be in his crate. And Saturday night, it'll be his first night in his new house. So yeah, it's going to be a little different. Oh no, Baba. Like he has to learn now all over again, like where his food is. Like he's really particular. And so we're like, he loves this mat, this Mickey Mini mat that I have in front of the stove. And I said, that's going to have to go back in front of the stove because that's what he's familiar with. And so, yeah, we have this little autistic doggy who, yeah, he's a mess. He's going to miss his Gracie girl next door. He is so going to miss her. Yeah. Whoa, what are you doing, Bubba? But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for my Zoomers who are doing April showers, bring May flowers with me. I appreciate you all. Congrats to the winners of the gift cards to Amazon. And hey, I will see you guys either tomorrow on the Zoom or next Tuesday when I give you a tour of my new house. So, see ya! Come on. All right. Bye, guys. Have a fab day. How'd I do?